open, I'm going undefeated. I've broken the system, had to breach it. That's mission impossible, mission completed.
Salute when you see me. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is Fiji. I gotta get back to the hood. I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky. She fell in love deeply. Sleepy. They like what I say, they repeat me.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. Baker Mayfield and the New York Giants versus Kyler Murray and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A handoff. It's Eckler. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield. Following the interception, Mayfield. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch.
rhetorical on you here. Could that pass have been delivered any better to the receiver downfield?
Not at all, and when he catches that, he didn't even have to break stride. Full speed, that's why he got all that yardage after the catch.
Timing, timing, timing.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Hitting Juju on the slant. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
Catch is made by Hardman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. from the red zone. Here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flushed out right. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Throwing again, Murray. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They are back to 500 on the year. Got the win last weekend. And it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Quiddy Pay. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. This is fielded at the 27. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Flush to his right. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Bass on for the extra point. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy. Back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Now Sanders fights him off. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 25. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. They'll run with Sanders. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mecole Hardman, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just 1 play resulting in the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach is talking to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I don't think you got it, son.
Here's Mayfield. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Giants.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and this is back to an 8-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was finished up by a touchdown by the New York Giants. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good, and the lead is up to 15 now. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A first down throw for Mayfield. That's complete to Mooney. That catch good for only a couple. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. So we have reached halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded right around the 8. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run with Carter. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Mayfield down. Boy, stays up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Kwity Paye gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And his kick is indeed good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Now Murray off play action. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one, 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Bucs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there. Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Now room for Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 21-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Flushed it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen. Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
From the 27, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Carter. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hand.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 23. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw, it's Murray. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They fake the handoff. Now Murray being chased out left. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Murray buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jamar Chase, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sutton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Morgan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First down, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Devin Bush in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mayfield's throw here taken in by Morgan. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play fake. Murray sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him. But how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good? They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Shakes off the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off at the 11, and it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Heading back out, Baker Mayfield, as we call up our players' spotlight. And what would you say? Is it the offensive line that has caused a lot of this pressure to get back there?
That's always the first place that you have to look to see what's going on. But part of it is so difficult to...
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Devin Bush picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The New York set to take the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. To throw again on second down. Mayfield will drop that down to Carter underneath. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Carter. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Buccaneers, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.